Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be doing a socialization exercise with Penny. And this is the first time that Penny has seen Polly. You can see here, she's really trying to get her head swiveled around a little bit here, so I'm intercepting that. Meanwhile, okay, you can hear Taco in the background. He's over here in his crate. And I'm multitasking, so he's still turned sideways. I'm intercepting that because now this is like layered up for him, because now it's like he wanted to be able to fixate on Polly. Now I have Penny out here, so it's like kind of layered up, even more tempting for him wanting to fixate, connect that way. And again, so this is increasing expectations on him as well. And at the same time, I'm intercepting Penny's state of mind, because she needs this as well. So again, this is like a multi-layered exercise at the same time, all with Polly out here in the helper role, helping to. And again, I'm looking over here, and a good moment happening right now. In fact, is Taco is putting his head down, his chin down, and he's starting to relax now, which is fantastic. So because again, understand, this is about bridge building, rebuilding bridges. I'm out here, I'm in control. I want Taco to relax, and continue to be stressed, which he's doing, while I have both dogs out here advocating again for Penny. Okay, so here what I'm going to be doing with Penny is I'm going to be moving around, because here's the thing, I can work with Penny in a more direct way than Taco right now, because Taco is holding a lot more control, a lot more stress on Taco. So here I'm kind of taking my time with Taco. I'm not rushing out, because again, this is about being successful. This is about agreeableness. And so you don't want to work this exercise too quickly, but with Penny understanding, in terms of how much control Penny's holding, this type of exercise I can start to do more direct with Penny and with Polly being out here. So what I'm going to be doing here in a moment, I'm going to be moving with Penny, moving around. But here right now, even here as I'm just standing here, I'm totally opposite, which is a good place to start, because here's the better picture. Because now, as I'm tapping, nudging the leash here a little bit, Penny's going to try to turn her head completely around to be able to fixate on Polly. So it gives me a better picture of just how much investment, how invested she is. Because here's the thing, as I'm in control and I'm advocating for her to be facing this way, the more she's trying to push against that with trying to turn around and trying to swivel her head, the more that tells me at the level I'm fading out. How I'm perceived through how she perceives me, how she's trying to push through that way. It gives me context. It gives me a better idea as to how active I need to be. So I'm intercepting. So even here, notice I'm tapping. See right here, I'm tapping here a little bit, tapping, say hey, and I'm releasing. So it's about intercepting her state of mind at the moment she's trying to swivel her head. And so I'm going for just a little bit of inwardness. Meanwhile, I'm still paying attention to Taco over here. And he's, working through his stuff, but he's, doing really good. So I'm going to start to move here in a moment. But notice how, again, you see how Penny wants to get up, wants to try to, move away a little bit. This is how she kind of, her mind is responding to what these interactions represent. And so what I'm doing is intercepting that, just moving her back into position. I'm not panicked about it, okay? So I'm not trying to hold her in tight. But at the same time, I'm still fully in control, so I'm going to keep advocating moving her in to be agreeable to the exact interactions that line this stuff up. So again, just tap it here. So I'm just taking my time. This is good just to kind of face, again, even based on how much control she's holding, even like I'm dealing with Taco from a distance in the crate, which is a good way to do it. Even here, I'm in no rush, because you see how much Penny wants to get turned around. So I'm taking my time before I start to move, because as soon as I start moving, it's going to create its own challenge with just moving. See how she's, and this is the thing, this is what you see, she's got pit bull in her, This is why you see with certain dogs, like with pit bulls, they go really fast. Like it's like, you know, to try to, you know, they try to get their head turned around quickly. It's almost like, you know, you have to be kind of on top of it because they're so fast with trying, because that's just how their need levels that they're at. So they try to really turn around. And see, her tail's wagging here the whole time. This is just about control, a bit of a power play here. No big deal. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start moving with her. But I'm paying attention to Taco as I move. As I start moving, it's gonna get Taco kind of wound up maybe a little bit. So same thing, I'm moving at an angle. Same thing, now I'm at a bit of an angle here. Same thing, I'll be working angles here. So see how this makes it so that Penny's gonna try to get her hips. I'm still at an angle, so I still have an advantage here because I can still creates the situation so that Penny's going to try to swivel her head. And I can still tap and nudge. Same thing, you'll hear Taco in the background, shaking a little bit, healing, working through this. So I'm going to move here a little bit. Tapping, tapping. Put Penny go down. So even as she goes into a down, I'm still tapping a little bit. I don't want her swiveling her head over, so I still have to pay attention to how the dog is investing. And back into a sit. Move forward here. Still paying attention to Taco. I'm tapping at the same time. So again, this is where you get a certain skill level, you can transfer, kind of multitask here with more than one dog, but you got to be paying attention at the same time here what you're doing. Same thing, tapping. She's really, I mean, he's really stressed, and Taco's, you know, because, you know, he can see her emotion here a little bit now, so that'll trigger him. But he's not looking over, or he's sideways. But the stress is coming off of him because this is something he's got to work through. It's a reasonable expectation to get him to disconnect. I want to sever that connection that way. It's not healthy at all for him. That's why you hear him whine. That's why you get dogs that you leave your house. People wonder why it is when you leave your house. Hey, no, no. So just me saying no over there interrupted Taco looking. So you wonder why you leave your house. You have dogs that just stress like crazy because they have an unhealthy connection. That stress and anxiety coming off of them. So I'm going to put, and that's why he's really, Taco's really having a hard time over there right now. Sit. But I'm not going to try. Here's the thing is that even though you hear some whinings and carry on a little bit, he's not looking over, which is what I want. Okay, so some of this is kind of working through it. That's putting stress on, so I won't try to intercept that. Okay, it's just like you have to be somewhat reasonable when you're dealing, because you know that over time, you know, he's going to get better and better. So, but you definitely want to not have him looking over. That's the whole thing. I have control. He's turned away slightly, and he goes. As soon as I say the word no, he stops looking over. It's something you have to kind of work through. But this is just the level of that he's at. So same thing, I put Penny another down here, just to get Penny to relax here. Again, just beyond the crate here a little bit. Want Penny to relax for a moment. Same thing. So if I'm in a down position with Penny, I still don't want her turned around and investing and looking. Okay, I'm still going to nudge her out of it. But I'm closer, a little bit closer here. She wants to come out of the down. I'm going to put her back to the down. Just want her to relax. This is, again, both building bridges for socialization. Polly's just hanging out. Because as this exercise moves forward, you know, Polly's going to be out moving around here more. You will have seen me do that in some other videos with other dogs. So it's all about just how you progress. The same thing, I'm tapping here a little bit. I'm going to put Penny back and another down. Again, just like same thing, when you're pushing, applying influence, it's about what's reasonable, okay? It's like, you know, you want the dog to be agreeable to it. So it's like this, I said, the concept is a tug-of-war team that collapses. Okay, it's just like buckling the mind. So just enough so that you're not creating high conflict. So it's knowing how much to apply, how to apply it in such a way that the dog is going to accept it. Okay, so it's all about, but you know, influence is part of the equation. Understand it's part of the equation. Again, you'll hear talk over there. Hey, no. So I'll say a little no over there just to help you intercept some of the whining. Help you intercept some of that. Sit. This way. Hey, no. Same thing. You can talk a little bit of a no here. So again, that shows you the exercise. Again, the kind of multi-layered here. 2 dogs at the same time. And so with Taco, I will get Taco over here more direct in the next day or so, but it's always, again, better to do it in stages to be more successful, because he's got, like I say, he's got a very, very unhealthy connection here. So it's something that he's just got to continue to intercept and work on. So, and down, same thing, down. So even the down here, you see Penny's into a down. I'm still paying attention to how she's, you know, looking. Okay, I don't want her, again, her head swiveling, so I'll tap her out there a little bit if I need to. But she's doing really, really well. Polly's a great helper. And this is something, too, I'll be working on even today, is Polly hanging out here with me and just working on this exercise with Taco as well, getting Taco just to calm down. Again, understand when a dog has done this, you know, this has taken, we're talking like years, okay? Right from puppy stage, so understand when a dog's here for a couple of weeks, you know, it's a big deal. You know, there's some working through this stuff because it's almost like a detoxing situation. It's almost like, you know, dealing with an addict, you know, control addict. So, you know, he wants to be out, he can't help himself. So this is something where you have to advocate this way. So it'll be like, it's kind of a graph chart, okay? There'll be peaks and valleys, but the whole thing is starting to go down over days. It just, the whole thing starts to come down. So again, it's definitely a process. You got to work through it, but again, you got to advocate that way. So he'll become calmer and calmer and calmer as the days go by. But this is a big deal, being out here like this with 2 dogs. He wants to be out here connected with Penny, based on that type of connection, and then Paulie's out here too. So this just really adds the, expectation on him big time. So anyway, both are doing well, working through it, doing really good. Penny's doing a great job too. So it's something that's needed. And again, as things continue to move forward, you'll see more and more of how the picture is changing every day. Thanks for watching.